Hi folks, it's Andy. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to this episode of Kendo Video Feedback. Okay, so here we are for another episode of Kendo Video Feedback. In this series, I take videos that you wonderful viewers have sent in to me, and we watch them together, and I give you some feedback on them, hopefully to help you and to help everybody watching. Before we jump into it though, first thing I'm going to say is, I always say on these videos, pretty much most importantly really, I very much appreciate everybody who's sent these videos in to us. We're going to look at 2 submissions today. It's very brave of you to do that, and I very much appreciate you doing so for the benefit of everybody. I don't want any silly negative comments down there. Nobody ever does, but if you do, I'll just delete them, so don't bother. Don't waste your time. If you think you can do better, send in some video of yourself and we'll be the judge of it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the YouTube magic. And most importantly, shop at KendoStar.com. KendoStar is the best Kendo equipment website in the known galaxy. Of course, I'd say that as I own the place. But let's be honest, it's true. It's true. Everybody agrees. All right. I know there's little ones popping up here, there and everywhere, guys doing it out of the bedroom, stuff like that, or whatever, or some of the older ones that have been around like dinosaurs. But come on, KendoStar is pretty far ahead of everybody on all fronts, and we all know it. So shop at KendoStar.com. All right, let's get into this. So this, I understand, is a test for third Q. Our candidate is on the left hand side, so let's have a watch on the left side here. Number 15. Oh, it's this side. This person. Good sonkyo, good day, good voice. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, you pass. Look, here's the thing. This is what it's all about, right? Can you make strike with Humikomi like this? Okay, people come at me all the time. How do I pass my EQ? How do I pass my Shodan? You just have to do this. You just have to do this. This will get you up to Shodan. All right, it'll get you up to Shodan. So good job, good job. Now, how we're gonna make this better? All right, so you can be the best that you can be, is after you hit, you slow down. You see that? What's this? What's this? Slow down. Man, this boss fast, and then, man, gets slower. All right? Has to be the opposite. Pam, and speed up. All right? You have to move faster after you hit. Okay? That's the first thing I'm going to say. Yeah, fine, no problem. Otherwise, good, all right? But I really want to see you moving faster. I think you're a university student, if I remember rightly from your email. I think you said you're practicing at a university club. A nice door strikes, though, good. So, you're young enough to move fast. Good, Kentai no Ichi. Okay, good, you get it, good. All right, so look, everyone that's trying out for Q grades, right? This is what you want to be aiming at, all right? I know I'm often very critical in these videos, but this is a really, really good candidate. A lot of people struggle with Ikkyu Shodan and higher grades as well. We see them struggle at this point, but essentially, when you get into the Kirikaishi, that these strikes are happening with Kentai no Ichi. There, okay, all together, feet come in, strike comes in all together as one. That's Kikentai no Ichi. And lots of us can do it on the way forward, but it's a lot harder to do it on the way back. But you've got it nailed. All right. So anyone out there that's looking to get through Ikkyu Shodan, I'd really look at this video and think, okay, this is what I'm trying to aim at. Especially if you're sort of on the younger side. If you're under 30, definitely. Good. Yeah, so the basic things that I want you to improve on though is your strike's good, posture's good, it's all good. What I'd like to see is more of a stretch, all right, as well as moving faster after hitting, but more of a stretch of your arms after hitting. So at the minute you're sort of hitting and your arms are sort of relaxed in front of you, but you want to stretch them out this way, and this will help you move faster. Okay, it's kind of connected. It's almost like you're pushing this way and you're kind of pushing yourself to move faster through. All right, so you can use your arms to do that, but at the minute they're a bit sort of relaxed. Okay, so that's why it's not quite, it's not why, but it's going to help you move faster. Okay. Very good, very good. Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, so that's a clear pass. All right, anyone looking at that, they're gonna, yeah, third Q, no problem. Ikkyu, no problem. Shodan, no problem. All right. This is my opinion, but I think you're doing a great job. So let's have a look at your tachi-ai.
Number 15, number 6.
So if I remember right, you should be on the right hand side this time. Okay, you think you were number 15. Yeah. Right, small tip. It's not a big thing, but if you kind of break this habit now, it'll be a lot easier in the future. I want you to watch what your left foot does here. Okay, watch what your left foot does when you stand up out of Sonkyo. You see that? You see that? Should we just go back? You stand up and your left foot goes backwards. Yeah? You don't want to do that. All right, don't stand up and put the left foot back. Stand up and put the right foot forward. Okay, it's a small thing, but if we can get rid of that habit right now, it'll be much easier to break in the future. But it's a big difference. Okay, good. Good ki. Good. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to say about these sort of small strikes. All right, they're a little bit different to how you're doing your big strikes. They're totally fine. They're totally fine. Yeah, you're going to pass your gradings doing this. You're going to pass your Ikkyu. You're going to pass your Shodan doing this. No problem, right? But they're kind of like, you know what I mean? Like a kind of up-down sort of action, right? You'll get through the grades fine, right? But if you want to start like competing matches and stuff like that, someone that's like a little bit more skilled than you is going to probably easily deal with it. So instead of, when you were doing your large strikes, yeah, your hips, right? See your hips here, right? See, as you launch the strike, they come up. They come up. When they don't really want to, they want to just come forward. When you were doing the large strikes in your Kihon before, they pretty much were, but this time they're kind of coming up like that. So you want to get the movement of your body a bit closer to how you're doing it with your big strikes, but use the hand movements of your small strikes. And again, right, because you move through slowly when you do your Kihon, your movement after hitting the small men is also really slow. All right, so it's good that you're keeping your eyes on the opponent. I like that a lot. That's good. But your footwork's slow. All right, your footwork's slow. So it's a little bit less dynamic than it could be. But I'm super nitpicking here. You know what I mean? I'm super nitpicking. Good. Here though, right? You see after your strike, you see how you sort of lose control of your ashtabaki? So if we could tighten that up, that'd be good too. So stick to Kendo ashtabaki here. So you could make the hikiwaza here, but he did instead. Your opponent did instead. But you could have. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so Wasn't sure if there was a effective strike here, but there's a chance for you to hit now. But your Isabaki is kind of messed up, so it's not possible. All right, so that's one thing to look at. Very good. Well, you know, the third cue, yeah, sure. Let's not do Kaisidou like this. So Kaisidou is a really hard waza, all right? It's a really tough waza. You're pretty much okay up to here, but there's this sort of like slow walking after doing it. That's not how we do Kaisidou. I think I've done a video on it, but have a look. Especially the Zanshin for Kaisidou. It's not just bam bam and then just walk, like nonchalant walking. And I'm not saying that was in your mind at the time, but it's how it comes across. All right. So yeah. Have a think about that too. It's really about sharpening up and speeding up your footwork, I think. Is what we need to do. In your case. You see how this kote as well? Watch the way, that's the direction of your sort of hips. It's kind of up, down, like this kind of hop sort of thing. The really skilled player doesn't do that. Kind of plants you after doing it, you know what I mean? Okay. So, that was quite a long... That was quite long, wasn't it? You had to do it for ages. But look, I can see exactly why you passed the Shinsa. For third cue, no problem at all. You're doing super well. You're doing super well. And I'd advise other people, especially like I say, if you're under 30 and you're challenging the sort of Q ranks or the lower Dan ranks, this is a good example for you to look at. Obviously, there's things I would like you to work on. Like I said, I'd like you to look at sharpening up your footwork, making sure after you strike, you move quickly. And not slowly, and try to, when you make your small strikes, that you move your hips forward rather than up and down. Okay. But otherwise, congratulations. You did super well. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of your success in the future. Okay, let's move on to our next submission. Okay, so this next submission, we are looking at Shiai, okay, as opposed to a grading. This is, I think, a Q level Shiai. It's a teams matches. You sent over, I think, 5 or 6 matches, but we're just going to look at 3 of them. Okay, and you are Senpo. I think you said this is your first tournament. You've been doing Kendo about 10 months, and you are currently Mukyu. Okay, so no Q at the moment. So let's have a look. All right, you're the red player in Senpo. Okay, so we don't need the lineup. We don't need. So I get, yeah. So here we are. Here. Okay. Okay, let's see how we get on. Good day, good Sonkyo. You have to wait for him to say Hajime though. Oh, her to say Hajime. Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay, first thing, you need to relax a bit, all right? It's Shiai, so you have to do your best to try and win. I get that, you know what I mean? But you're really tense in your shoulders. I can see it in your Shinai. It's really sort of really tense. You see here as well. You see how tense you are. It's a real common thing that happens in Shiai with new Kenshi. You're so tense. You've made the strike. I'm not sure if you realize whether it's hit or not. And then like there's all this tension, and then there's this like kind of like real like tense wrestling happening as you kind of clash with your opponent. It's like like this, and you know, it's tough. All right, I get it because you don't have the experience yet, but you need to be able to separate that like concentration and seriousness to like being carried away. And that's what sort of happened because you can't really see what's going on around you. when you make strike and it's ippon, it's clear that it's ippon, all right? It's clear that it's ippon. You should know from the sort of, what can I say, atmosphere. You should know if your strike's landed or not, for a start. And secondly, you'll have realized whether the flags are up or not, right? The atmosphere sort of changes at that point, at that moment, that an ippon is awarded. So here, there's no ippon, but still you kind of like this. It's not helping you. Someone that's good is just going to hit you in that moment whilst you're a little bit carried away. So relax. Your feet are too wide apart. Okay, you can't leap in and strike here. You can, but it won't be very good. All right. You need this left foot a little bit closer. You see how we've talked about your kamae is like an S shape. Okay, when really it wants to be more like an A shape. Okay. Like that, but yours is like an S shape. All right. So what you need to do is you need to, in your case, stand up taller. Your hips want to go back ever so slightly, and your knees are a little bit too bent and too far apart. Okay. See, we want to lose these moments. This part here, oh, it's all a bit awkward. We've got our hands over our head and we're sort of pushing against each other. You want to lose that. It doesn't happen so much. All right. Bam, you go, okay, and then it's not ippon, so we return to Zeriai. Okay. So that you can start to move on with the match. You only have a certain amount of time to make the points, you see. You don't want to waste it. This is good. I like how you were able to take the chance for Hikiwaza. I wasn't quite successful, but good try. Okay, so here, you see here, when you start to get afraid that you might get hit, yeah? The last thing you want to do is move back and raise your hands. Move in, and, if you're going to block, move forward. Okay. Hard to see. So it's something I said a lot actually about Shiai videos in the past too. That's a good chance for the men. Good try. But like and I realize that you're still sort of at the beginnings of your Kendo life, but it's something you should know about even from the beginning, so it can become a bit more a little bit more like natural. Is that what we tend to see is like people just throw these single waza out, just single techniques. Man, kote, man, and none of the shiai's not, it's like not connected. The shiai should have a flow. Your waza should connect to the next one, to the next one. And I'm not saying you should just keep doing nenzoku waza, but there shouldn't be like a cut in your concentration where you just throw it inside. Man, okay, start again. Yeah, kote, okay. Start again. It shouldn't be like that. Okay, it should be more connected. Yeah. Okay, what's gonna happen? Okay, next one. Ben. Okay, next one. Ben. Okay, and okay, it's going for men. Okay, that one's ippon. Okay, you see how it's like connected? Doesn't mean that it doesn't have to happen in that. I sped that up for the sake of the show, but like each technique is there isn't a cut and a rest between. All right, I didn't quite see what happened there. Okay, so that was dangerous. He nearly hit your man. Okay, so you left this too long. You see here? You need to hit now. But now the moment's gone. And instead, your opponent was like, "Oh, okay, you missed the moment." I mean, I don't think he had that thought process, but it's kind of a natural feeling. And then hit, and it was a little bit dangerous. So this is a very dangerous point after separating. If you rush in, then you can often get hit on the Devana Kote. All right, so you have to be careful of that. It's a common pattern. Not to worry. Can't see much. I guess one of you went out of the square. Is that right? Or is the time up? The time is up. Okay. All right. So that was match 1. All right. That was match 1. All right. So let's move on to match 2. Let's see. Well, this is match 3 of what you sent. Right. Let's have a look. Skip past all the day and all that sort of thing. Okay. Let's have a look. So try not to sort of do this kind of going forward, back. You know, you're either going to go in and hit them or not, but you don't want to kind of go in, go back. Like I said, a good person's going to pick you apart if you do that. And while you're doing that, you see your feet's not really ready to launch you into a strike. See, this is a good chance, but the thing is partly because you're not fully in control of your asabaki, so you couldn't make the strike that's got real proper kikentai no ichi. So it ended up a little bit slow, a little bit too close, or a little bit disjointed. You know what I mean? So again, it's all a case about sharpening up that asabaki. And that's the theme of things at this level, to be honest, is really fixing asabaki. See, here, this sort of weird moment shouldn't be going on. Do you know what I mean? You sort of blanking here with your hands above your head for... There's no good reason. Yeah. Yeah, fine. Block, bam, bam, hikido, something like that. Whatever. But, you know, because your asabaki isn't backing you up, you're not really able to do anything. So you end up in this sort of weird position with your hands over your head. Again, if this was like a Dan category, they're going to hit you at this point. Why does everybody love doing gakudo? There's a good chance, Kote. Kind of scares me when I watch some of these Kyusha Taikai's gakudo going and here, there, and everywhere. I get it, because like the people want to block all the time, raise their hands all the time, so you feel like you want to hit the gakudo, but it's tough. It's hard to score. Anyway, and it hurts when they miss. Okay, that was a bit of a dangerous point for Kote there. Yeah. But you see again, like it's like you're throwing these single waza and then there's like stop. Okay, next start again sort of thing, do you know what I mean? So, you know, there's no way to link each encounter to the next one. And that's what's, I think, causing you to miss a lot of opportunities. Okay, so that was match number 2. Good. Well played. Right, let's move on to the last one.
We're good, so.
Okay. What's happening there? Okay, kind of weird thing happened with the blocking. Okay. See, when you went to block here, this is really dangerous. See how he sort of was like this way? more skilled opponent's probably going to have hit your men there. And even if it gets all tangled up there, they're going to score. They'll have hit a better man. So you see again, we're getting into this sort of awkward deadlock after, oh, what's going to happen? Okay, let's separate and start again. Have to be a bit careful, just for everyone's reference here. In the current iteration of the rules, this can lead to hand soccer. As you start to separate from Superzeria, you must separate to tall mat, but you didn't. You separated to here, so you must separate further, both players. Okay, this can lead to hand soccer.
So this is live stream.
Not only because
So in the case, we can save a lot of points. If you won't give all the students the bracket.
Okay, so that was a dangerous point again. So here, what happened here? You actually went for a strike, which was good, but I think you slightly hesitated a bit, so he was a little bit faster than you. Yeah. Yeah, he sort of hesitated a bit. Which sort of gave him a chance, but luckily it wasn't good enough for the Eat Bomb. So again, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, in the current sort of rules iteration, this is a hand soccer for you. Okay, not your opponent. Because you see how you start to separate and then you step back in. Okay, so just be aware of that. In the current way the rules are, this is a hand soccer. It's difficult. Okay, good Ki.
Good. Just break out with the location.
Yeah, so again, same thing. Well, that was a good chance for Kote. Good chance for Kote.
I think it's also hard when your position doesn't move.
Too much tension though. Too much tension.
But it hasn't moved. But if I stay here, I can't see. But they haven't moved.
That's it.
Same time, you must have.
See these sort of things, like this that second time you've had this sort of weird tanglement. This sort of thing happens because there's too much tension. Alright, it's too much tension. So you're not able to sort of like smoothly control your Shinai in order to sort of avoid these sort of situations. You want to be really careful doing that. I just thought that. Yeah, this is a really dangerous thing to do, is like remove your kamae. Alright, you start removing your kamae with no sort of, you know, I mean, I hesitate to use this word towards like the Kyusha Taikai, but like with no sort of idea of semi or anything like that. So no threat towards the other person. You just randomly remove the Shinai and start sort of trying to threaten them with it, but it's not threatening. Yeah. So instead what happens is you've now lost any sort of protection that you had. Okay. And instead he just steps forward and hits your men. All right, so that's kind of an opportunity you created for him. All right, so be really careful of that. Really careful of that. It's not to say that you can't feint or feints don't work. Feints do work, but they don't just come out of nowhere, like just randomly start flailing the Shinai around and hope the other person's going to be afraid of your strikes. You've got to build up that respect from them in the first place, that they feel like you might hit them. Okay, so there we are. All right, so look, in summary for you, I think you did super well. I'm not sure if you said this was your first tournament or what, but, you know, you've not been doing Kendo all that long, still sort of ungraded. It's a great experience. I think you need to relax a bit more. There's a little bit too, not a little bit, it was quite a lot too much tension going on there. Bring your feet together, try to stand up straighter. And you need to try and sharpen up your footwork, your ashtabaki, all right, so that you can be in more control of your momentum and your body weight, all right. And I think you'll start to see more success, all right. And like I said, and this isn't just for you, this is for everybody that's participating in Shiai. One, it's about connecting each strike to the next one, and that doesn't mean renzoku waza. It doesn't mean just keep hitting. It means that there shouldn't be a break in the connection between you and your opponent, or at least your connection towards the opponent or your concentration towards the opponent after you make a strike. You shouldn't just be, man, okay, start again. Kote, start again. You should try and have, you know, so that if they come to attack you, you can respond. It might not necessarily be Ojuwaza, block, then do the Hikiwaza, or whatever, but that sort of connection has to remain. And then secondly, and this is for everybody as well, just looking out for that point of the Tsubazari separation. Once you start to separate, you must separate all the way to Toma, so that the Shinai are no longer touching, right? If you separate and then one steps in again, this is the hand soccer, all right? That's the way the rules are right now, all right? And that's for everyone, so you have to just take that into consideration. That's it. Well done to everybody for sending in the videos. Thank you very, very much. I really, really appreciate it, and allowing everybody to benefit from it. If you would like to send in a submission of your own, all you need to do is upload it to YouTube, or I think the earlier submission, it wasn't actually their video, it's just a general video of the event that they were in, and they sent me the timestamps. I don't mind that either, but if you can send it me on YouTube, you can set it as unlisted so that it's not public. Don't set it to private or I can't see it. And you can send me the link to mail@KendoStar.com. If you can give me a bit of information with the video, that'd be great. Usually the one that's most important is like which player you are and a bit of an idea of what experience you've got. That helps a lot too. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. Join me for Kendo Rant tomorrow. Shop at KendoStar. See you next time. Bye bye.